Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Shakir Asuni. As a first timer who has had some negative things about traveling by ferry in Nigeria, and especially with the recent unfortunate boat incidents that claimed the life of the Nollywood actor Junior Pope, it can be scary, but I decided traveling through the waters from Lagos to Benin Republic is an experience I would like to have, making sure I took all the necessary precautions. So are you someone who has the same fear as I had? Then this video is created personally for you to give you updates about current updates about what is obtainable, the merits and demerits of traveling through this route. If you want to try this adventure from Lagos to Benin Republic, there are quite a number of ferry terminals in Lagos that one could go with. We have the ones at Apapa, also called Kirikiri, L2 or Maza, CMS, and Liverpool. So just look for anyone that's of close proximity to where you stay. And in my case, I was very close to Mile 2. So I only had to take 15 minutes bus that brought me at Mile 2, first side. So when I dropped at Mile 2, this man in black, as you can see in the video, offered to guide me to where the ferry terminal is. It was quite helpful, and I had to give him a token for his efforts. Hello guys, so we are at the Maza Jetty. We are going to take the boat from Lagos to Port Novo later. So basically the price for the jetty from Lagos to Port Novo is 10,000 naira. Look at my travel buddy.
I'll make 10,000 already.
So
I'll camera shy.
it's gonna be nice ride. I'm scared of waters, but this is a good experience for me. So wherever you're taking the ferry from in Lagos, the trip to Benin Republic goes directly to Port Novo, which is the capital city of Benin Republic. So if you're going to Cotonou, you can you can tell the captain that you want to stop at John K, I think. So there's a stop where you can stop, and you take a boat across to the other side into Cotonou, or alternatively you get to Port Novo first, then you find your way to Cotonou. It's just 1 hour by bus. So if you want to leave with the first ferry, please get to the terminal as early as 6 a.m. We got there at around 8 a.m. and we could not leave with the first ferry. As you can see, the first set of passengers are getting ready to board. I didn't have much luggage, just my backpack. So I think if you have quite a lot, you'll be asked to pay for the luggage. Alright, I know you have a lot of questions in your mind, but we will take it bit by bit. For safety purposes, everyone will be given safety jackets, safety or life jackets to put on, and I would advise putting on light clothing on the day. The reason is because despite the breeze that will be encountered during the ride, light clothing is the best bet for doing stops at checkpoints, which can be really hot and unbearable if the ferry is not in motion. My advice will be to check the weather before choosing a travel date. Some days can be extremely hot, while some can be rainy, and trust me, you don't want to travel by boat when the rain pours. So it was time to go and we started the journey. So again, the transportation cost was 10,000 naira, which you pay and you get a receipt. By the way, guys, if you've not subscribed or liked this video, please do like and subscribe and also share to your friends. Much love. So to a very important part or question that needs to be answered, um, is a passport needed on this route? My travel buddy didn't actually have a passport, but we are assured during check-in that the passport is not required for traveling via ferry, so we took that at face value and felt comfortable until later the captain of the ferry, while already on transit, told my friend that she would have to pay 4,000 naira for not having a passport to immigration officials. We thought he was joking. So basically, this journey had some positives as well as negatives, and we will talk about them as we move on in the video. So talking about the positive sides, it is the fastest way to get to Benin Republic from Nigeria, as there isn't really any traffic on the route. Secondly, it is arguably the easiest way to travel from Lagos to Benin Republic in the sense that, unlike the road routes, people usually wait for hours to stamp passports at the borders. Although there are quite a number of Navy, customs, and immigration checkpoints on the water routes that could prove frustrating also. Another positive is that you get to have an adventure on the sea. You get to see big cargo ships and containers, all platforms of the biggest oil companies around. You get to see fishermen who fish for a living and several other places where people live in. So it's okay to be scared actually, and because we were too, but to have an adventure, one needs to take some risks, calculated risk though, and this one was one of those. Now, so for the negatives, there are quite a few negatives, but it's okay, they can be overcome quite easily as long as one takes the necessary precautions. So first of all, try as much as possible to travel with an international or ECOWAS passport. It would save you a lot of trouble with immigration. At an immigration checkpoint, men without passports will have to pay 1,500 naira or be detained, while for women the fine was 4,000 naira. Maybe that 1 year ago, not having a passport when plying this route was not really a problem, but now it is. The officers have found it as a means, I think, to get extra money from people. So try as much as possible to have it with you. If you are a student and you can prove it via your school ID card, you are free to travel without a passport. So my friend is a student, but she didn't have a passport as well as she didn't have an ID card with her. So she eventually paid 2,000 naira to the immigration before she was let go. Another demerit is the unfortunate situation of having the engine of the ferry malfunctioning in the middle of a huge span of sea, which can be discomforting and scary. As you can see, we had a similar situation during our trip, which fortunately was resolved by the captain and his crew. Oh, okay. On approaching the checkpoint, no one is allowed to have his or her phone visibly in use, or else it will be confiscated. There are about 5 checkpoints after the stop at Badagry, where the captain will ask everyone to hands up. So everyone raises their hands until asked to put it down by the motor personnel. So this is on that part where you can find interesting also. Also bear in mind that if it rains during a travel by sea, so it can be really catastrophic, I think, because it's imaginable to have um, rainfall during this kind of travel, because you get soaked, you get wet, and at the same time, I think if water fills the ferry, then it becomes too heavy and something might happen, I think. So that's why I said earlier that it's important to check the weather before traveling, before choosing the travel date to avoid stories that touch. So all in all, it was a really good experience. After the stop at Badagry, we had further stops at Banshee and Konto before arriving at Port Novo. Upon arrival at Port Novo, your bags will undergo a routine check. The shops featured in the video are where you can exchange your money to SEPA if you haven't already done so. The exchange rate from Naira to SEPA was 425 SEPA to 1000 Naira. Unbelievable. Additionally, please note that your Nigerian SIM card will not function in Benin Republic, even with roaming activated. You can get an MTM SIM for 1000 SEPA. This is the standard price, so don't fall for scams. We spent the day exploring Port Novo before heading to Cotonou the following day. Stay tuned for my next video, where I will showcase the charming streets of Port Novo. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao!